Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Blue Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense takes the field. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Hoover. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first 2 throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. They go to the draw.
Tackle is made at the 30. Now, a 4th down.
And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running it back, it's Shelton. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Harvey. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the 1st down.
And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The aerial assault continues. He's got his man.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
3, TCU, 0.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
From the gun, the ground game. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Listen, the comeback route is one of the more difficult routes to throw in college football. You see zone, and they're bailing, getting out of there. Nice job by the receiver, sticking his foot in the ground, coming back to the quarterback, catching the ball. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They get to the line quickly. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Working that left side now. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
He's taken down at the 2-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Now on second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. He's got his man. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Murphy. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll leave it with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if he gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. Pulled down for the tackle.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
2, 3.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll go to the counter play. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Murphy. Quick strike complete. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Blue Devils get enough to move the chains.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Trying to get to him. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On the move. Sweet feet on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
The give to the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
At the 21-yard line. Brings up second down.
The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Keeps it on the bootleg. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll test the right side. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating, and they got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Makes the grab down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes his connection. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. To throw, it's Murphy. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
17, TCU, 14.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Now the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Defense has stepped up. It's fourth down.
The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Richardson. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. On second down, looking again to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Finds a crease at the 20. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Hoover coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And the ball squirted out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Facing a 3rd down, he's short from the 26. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Finds the tight end. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you, get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the move, it's Richardson. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's tackled at the 41. 2nd down.
And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Off play action on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on first and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Snags it over the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. They're bringing heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Duke! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
That makes the score. TCU 31, Duke 24.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Knocked off his feet.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Williams.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Second and 10 after the previous play. To the air, it's Hoover. He makes the connection. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wide out in motion. The give and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. The lone back's got it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, TCU.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. To the line quickly, they'll spike it to save some time.
Third down coming.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.